Hello and welcome back, or just welcome if you're new. I hope you enjoy the video. Today I am mixing up these lovely greens here with white, pink, and peach. The very first step with most of the yarn I make is to mix the wools together on my blending board. Process is the same for most of them, layering the colors mostly randomly, and then brushing over it with a wire brush to help straighten the fibers out, unlike me. For the colors I have less of, I try to space them out somewhat evenly so that they aren't clumped up in small sections of the yarn. But overall, I just lay the fibers completely randomly until the board is full, and then I pull it off slowly to keep it all together as batting this time. This will give me long streaks of color and make them all blend together further as I spin it. You can see here that the colors are mostly separate and easy to see, but once I get everything mixed up, I'm actually going to re-card the wool to force the colors to mix together a bit more. This part of the process is a bit easier in my opinion. I just grab random bits from the different balls I've made and brush them back onto the board. There's not really any thinking about it. You can see now after reblending the wool that the colors are much more integrated. I actually wanted to show you just how much fiber flies off as I blend the wool. There's definitely been times where I've gotten it in my mouth or nose from it flying around, but most of it apparently lands on my shirt. I really should keep a lint roller on my desk for this. I forgot to record the very start of the spinning, but it's fine. The whole process is the same for it. Just attach the leader yarn and tie the end of my fiber to it. I'm actually planning on doing a video going over how my wheel works at some point, so look forward to that. and making this yarn a bit chunkier. It's actually really fun to do chunky yarn because it works up so quickly. I just keep my wool sitting in a little stand next to me, so it's easy to grab when I need more of it. I'm really happy with how this colorway turned out. The subtle color shifts came out way nicer than I expected it. You can see I usually just have a scrap length of yarn that I use for the leader. Plying the yarn is the same for a lot of the yarns that I make. I usually two-ply it by using the inner and outer ends of the cake at the same time. A few yarns I've chain plied, and that one is nice for thinner yarns, I think. I'm not sure if the bends in the yarn with each chain section would be super visible in chunky yarn. I'll have to try that and see. The hardest part of the process is over though. I'm still learning when it comes to the main spinning portion, but I've improved a lot since I've started. I've not been doing this for too long, so if any of you are wanting to try yarn spinning but you're scared to for any reason, just go ahead and try it. Even if you aren't perfect, it can still be really fun to try a new skill. You can actually see a bit of how my wheel comes apart to take the yarn off. I've actually added a couple more hooks since recording this video to prevent the yarn from rubbing on the wood while making it, so the sides of the fly are detached at a different point now. I'll make sure to go more in detail with the video on the wheel itself. Washing the yarn is pretty straightforward. I have a bowl of hot water and a bowl of ice water. I put a small amount of wool wash in the hot water bowl to help clean any residue off the yarn, and the temperature differences help shock the fiber into staying twisted. I'm sure you can see the purple yarn back there too. That is actually a thing I made for one of my friends. I have another bundle of that fiber, so I might make a video with the second half of that so you can see how it turned out. Now they're all washed and hanging to dry. This can take a day or two depending on the temperature. But once the yarn is done, I am really happy with how it turned out. I love the subtle shifts in all the color. It came out really nice. I love it. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all the weird things. But yeah, I will hopefully see you next time.